Welcome to You Should Be Watching, the show where me, the host Mason, and co-host
Trip.
are going to tell you what you should be watching. This week we're going to talk about the 2016 Warcraft movie. I think it's called like Warcraft: The Beginning.
World of Warcraft.
Somewhere. Yeah, it's like how Star Wars became A New Hope way after the fact. It was like that. So first we're going to go over the basics of the movie, like the facts about this movie. Directors, actors, budget.
Informational bullshit.
In case anybody actually wants to fucking know. So the director, who I've never heard of, is Duncan Jones.
He's actually a cool fucking guy. I saw a bunch of interviews with him. He's really cool. Like, there's
Really?
there's definitely a clip where like this interviewer is trying to be a dick to him. And he's just like, nah, fuck you, and just completely owns him.
Well, he directed a movie called Source Code, which I've heard the name of, never seen it, and Moon, which I've never heard of. And then we just go on to the actors because there's no one else important who wrote this movie or anything. The actors. So you have Travis Fimmel, who played Lothar / the main guy of the movie.
The main human.
And and he is the star of Vikings, which is an amazing show.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I knew who's gonna be a good character when I heard he was playing it, because that character, he's the best character in that show, and he's probably the best character in this movie
For sure.
I think. All right, so we move on to Garona, played by Paula Patone. She's a female orc, and she was in Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol. We have Medivh,
Ben Foster.
who's played by thanks Ben Foster. Since you just fucking learned that. Who he played in his last big movie was Lone Survivor. He's played in a bunch of big ass movies though. Then we have Dominic Cooper, the King, and he is currently playing Preacher in the Preacher adaptation to TV shows from comic books. He's currently playing that. I think they're working on season 2 right now. You have Duratan, played by Toby Kebbell, who's the main orc of the movie, and he was in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. No fucking clue who
He was an ape, I bet.
I would doubt that. I mean, maybe. Look,
I'll look it up.
I don't
you
know.
keep talking.
All right. Then we have Gul'dan, played by Daniel Wu.
He played the dickhead. He played the dickhead ape.
He played a good guy and a bad guy. All right.
Both CG though.
That's
Too
true.
ugly for the big screen, I guess.
Oh shit. Oh man, poor guy. All right, so Gul'dan, played by Daniel Wu, who is awesome in this movie, and he's been in a ton of movies, but they're basically all foreign movies, or if they're not foreign movies, I've never heard of these movies. But he's played a ton of movies. And then lastly, Burkle Duffield.
Great name.
Who's the like his name's Callan. He's the young wizard.
Who's fucking? He's my favorite character in this movie.
All right, well, man. I mean, he's the main character. I wouldn't say he's my favorite, but he's been in a bunch of TV shows, and a bunch of TV movies. This is his only big movie, and he's going to be he's going to be in a TV show coming up. So he's not. I don't know if he's going anywhere anytime soon, but
Probably not.
he's making enough. He's making more money than us.
That's true.
That's all I know. So the budget. The budget of this movie was $160 million.
Which is fairly accurate for this movie, for this level of movie.
Yeah, it's got a fucking good CGI, and it made $433 million. So
That's
but
really.
they called it a flop.
That's a good turnaround.
It was a flop in America, and it made a ton of money foreign, is what it was.
What country?
So they called it it made a ton of money in China.
Of course.
Like it made like 340 million foreign, and then it made 40 million domestic.
That's it?
Yeah.
Damn.
No one really cared about the movie in America, but people love that movie outside of America. All right, and then, so last thing is the score of this movie. IMDb user rating gives it a 7.2. Rotten Tomatoes user rating gives it a 75, and the Rotten Tomatoes critical score is 28. So, yet again, critics fucking hate a movie that everybody else loves because it's fun and awesome, which is the story of Rotten Tomatoes, basically.
Well, what do you think about this movie? Like, what would your score be?
I think this is probably the best video game movie I've seen. I mean, video game based movie. It's almost assuredly the best. Like,
It's
I can't think
easily
of one
the best, I think. The only other like
Yeah.
real like one that people would be like, yeah, that's a good movie would be like the Tomb Raider movies, which I
Yeah,
don't think those are
probably.
even good. I don't think.
Tomb Raider, Resident Evil.
No, those are awful movies.
Yeah, but I mean, they have like 7, so
That's
you
true.
can't really dispute.
There's 7 fucking fantastic, they're not fantastic, Fast and Furious movies, and they're not great.
Hey, that's about family, all right? All right, so now we just talk about, in general, before we get into any spoilers, what did you like about the movie? What was like something that was great about this movie?
I like about that this movie was, it wasn't necessarily, like, it didn't have to just be a video game movie, it was just a fucking good movie. You know, in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah, it definitely, it's confusing at times if you don't know the people, but I think if you just kind of accept you don't know the people and just watch it, it's fine.
Yeah, for sure. Like, the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, who's this guy? Who's this guy? But then the second time viewing, I was like, yeah, these are just fucking good guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's we know that they're supposed to be someone important, so you'd kind of go like, "Oh, who's that guy?" But it's like they gave him a name. Like, why do you need to know anymore? That's every movie ever. This is his name, and then you just accept
Yeah.
it. But it seems like you should know these people. But all right, so I think one of my favorite things about this movie is the story in general. Is not. It was way more than I expected. It was not a story where it's like.
It wasn't just A, B, C done. It was like,
Yeah, because trailers kind of showed what I thought the movie was going to be, which was like, okay, the orcs come and they fight the orcs. That's what I thought the whole movie was going to be. And it was way more than that. It had way more to it. And I was like, that's really surprising, which I probably get into more in spoilers why it was surprising. Is there anything else before we go into spoiling stuff that you want to mention about this movie for someone to go watch it?
it's a 7 out of 10. It's very decent. It's worth watching, worth renting.
It's definitely worth renting. I don't know about buying.
No, probably not.
It's definitely worth renting. I don't know if there's anything else.
Probably not. I think it's done.
Just to say just to say in general that the characters are fucking awesome. I like them all.
Yeah.
I think they're well played by all the characters. I didn't think any were terrible in any way. No one was out of place.
Since we're jumping into spoilers, the fucking most gruesome scene in the fucking movie is Gul'dan's chilling in his fucking throne. There's a small, like, white man, just, like, rocking back and forth like a zombie. And Gul'dan, every few seconds, is just taking a hit off this dude's soul.
It is so dark. It's not like he's getting someone to ship him one so that every like 30 minutes so he can hit it. It's every 15 seconds he is sucking part of this dude's soul out to get sustenance.
Well, I always thought, is he doing it because he's, like, he needs fuel? Is he just an evil man? Like, what the fuck is he doing with his power? Like,
Oh yeah, because it doesn't make it out to be like this is how he feeds. It's just like I'm just doing this. Like he only does it once. He's just evil. He's just evil. And what is it? I mean, the way his whole magic works is just kill something and use that.
yep.
So he just rounds up. I mean, he just rounds up this other race that are on their
Planet.
world. Is it a whole planet? Oh yeah, I guess it is a whole planet. So they're in their entire world or whatever, and he just rounds them all up and let him make a portal out of your souls. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, he's like the Hitler of Azeroth.
Yeah, if you want to put it like that, yeah. Gotta bring it into the real world, huh? Let's be staying in Warcraft. All right.
Okay, I'll jump into another bit. Another fucked up scene is when, like, Medivh, the fucking the fell consumes him, and he is turned into like the
Yeah.
biggest fucking crazy demon you've ever fucking seen in your life.
I will go a second before that. When he gets in the water and it starts turning green, and his like loyal dude who's like been his butler for years is like, no. And it's like, man, you did not see this coming at all. Like, Alfred sees Batman when he's changing. He's like, don't go down that road. This guy had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
And that was his like master in a sense or whatever is just a giant demon monster. But yeah, that was insane. He just turns into a giant demon and just starts wrecking.
That was one of the
house.
few people I felt for when they died. I was like, man, that's fucking sad. Like, that dude was just a loyal fucking butler, probably his best friend in his fucking world, and he's just like, sorry, dude, sucks his fucking soul out.
It's fucked up. We mentioned before the griffin.
Oh yeah.
The griffin that they should have been using in those battles the entire
Send
time.
in the fucking
because,
griffins.
because one griffin, because it's like one orc kills 10 humans and one griffin kills 15 orcs. It was fucking
50
ridiculous.
orcs, dude. It's not 15.
Well, he did stop him before he got past 15, probably. He just fucking he tore him to shreds.
He literally just jumps on them, rips him fucking
challenge.
half, grabs him with his fucking beak, kicks him, throws him with his fucking wings.
Yeah, it was instant death for like every single one. It was like, why aren't they using these? Like, where are more of these? It's like how in Lord of the Rings, they're just like, use the eagles more, please. Like, they're clearly useful. That was fucking ridiculous. And then talking about being useless and stuff, they're not using none of the other races. They all just felt
all
like
dickheads.
Yeah, they just felt like, yeah, I know there's people attacking you, but they're not attacking me.
So fuck you.
So I don't care. It's like, they're gonna come for you next. Like, it's pretty obvious they're gonna come for you next, and they're like, I don't care. We're not gonna make you guns. We're not gonna lend you horseback riding elves or some whatever the fuck.
Mooseback elves. Oh fucking
Lord of the Rings. I don't know how World of Warcraft works. I don't know that much about it, but maybe they ride mooses.
all fucking dickheads. Okay, let's jump into like the worst scenes bit. Okay, the worst part for me was they had their first confrontation with like the orcs versus humans. Shit goes down. A lot of the orcs fucking die. A lot of the humans obviously fucking die. And then they chase some of the orcs away. And some of the orcs are like, okay, we gotta get out of here. And jump on normal horses and start riding away.
Oh,
and the horses are like...
It's so fucking
look
weird.
like very tiny, super skinny miniature horses with super fucking giants riding them away.
Yeah, here's the thing. I know pretty much for a fact, because of some other show I watched, that horses really can't carry over 250 pounds. I mean, 250 pounds, pretty much the extent. Like, they're not going to be useful after that. Those orcs have got to be like 600 pounds each. They are pure fucking muscle. They're like 9 foot tall, pure muscle. They are heavy.
That would be like me and you like running to like a dog park, be like, come on, hop on the back of a fucking like lab and be like, come on, boy.
Yes. It was fucking ridiculous. Yeah. I every single time I see that, I'm like, that doesn't work. You can't do that.
And the effects in that scene are probably the worst in the whole fucking movie. Because it's like the horses look real and they just impose some fucking orcs on top of them.
No, I disagree. I don't think any point in the movie the graphics and stuff looked terrible.
It wasn't terrible. It was just like,
no, but
that doesn't work.
What you're saying? You know what you're saying? I don't think at any point in time it was bad. I don't remember any scene where I was like, that doesn't look good.
Well, it was as bad as like when the fucking Dark Knight Rises, when Batman's beating those people up and like his fist is just flying through the air, but some guys happen to throw back. It's like, yeah, it's not that bad, but
it's still not even that bad. Look, we'll move on. I don't think that's bad. I can't even think of a moment where I was like, that's terrible. Maybe the moment where the queen goes to Garona and they had the whole like, oh, we trust you and everything, but then Lothar
has his rifle.
Yeah, and I was like,
his boomstick.
Really, that scene didn't seem like that to me. Like, it seemed like they really trusted her that whole time. Like, it just felt like, I felt like it would have been better if they would just trust her.
And also at that point, Lothar had never shot that thing in his life, so it's like he would have blown his sister's head off.
Oh yeah, I was like, you can't. That's like a blunderbuss. Like, you're not going to be accurate with that at all. But he was like, oh, I'll shoot past her head and into Garona. Like, fucking okay.
You'll kill all three of them.
But the only part I think is bad is a part that I realized when we were preparing was the ending of the movie doesn't end.
No, there's no ending. It's just like they came, they fought, it's over.
Yeah, all you did was see the first battle of the war, and they were like, anyways, going back home, here's like the award ceremony type of moment, like, oh man, cheers. And it was like, but then you realize, no, it's, hey, we have to elect a new king because our king's dead.
That'd be like
it's not even an award ceremony. It's like, yeah, our king died in that first battle of many, so here we're gonna elect a new king.
That'd be back in like A New Hope when like the rebels are going and they go to try to destroy the fucking the Death Star. They shoot at it. It's like, we missed, and they just all fly home like, well, at least we tried.
Yeah, I mean, it was ridiculous. It's like, I just never thought about the fact that it just doesn't end, which I think is really the only terrible part of the movie once you realize it. But I mean, since I passed over it like both times I watched it, I guess it doesn't really mattered. Like I never realized that the orcs were still on their Earth, still in the same spot, still taking over towns. It was like, Gul'dan is still running them and being evil. It's just like, what? Nothing happened. Like what? Where's the end of the movie? Like that was supposed to be wrapped up, I guess. Maybe it's just that the story's unconventional, which I like. They didn't do what you expect, but I guess it's so unconventional. I thought they did what they were supposed to do, what every other movie does. I never realized that they just didn't do it. Like, I assumed they did it, so that's how I saw the movie.
I mean, maybe they're trying to like, yeah, we're gonna have another movie, but maybe they're like, oh, it was a flop.
They're definitely gonna have another movie. They're definitely gonna have another movie.
Is it like confirmed?
Oh, it made money.
Well, yeah, it made money.
I think it made a decent enough amount of money for them to fund another one. I mean, it's Blizzard. They're gonna be like, yeah, like our fans want movies. We made a little bit of money. They made a little bit of money. Whatever, we'll fund it.
But also, like, this is like not even 1% of the story of like Warcraft or like Azeroth and their whole story.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just gonna be easier to make later on. I mean, I really think that they're just gonna make another one. They've set up kind of more storylines with the kid, the baby orc going off somewhere. He's gonna become something. The next movie will probably be set 20 years in the future or some garbage, something like that. I mean, it'll be kind of different, but the same. They'll have assets built out, costumes already built out. I think they're for sure gonna make another one, and I'm gonna watch it. I think it's gonna be better than the last one. So
well, let's hope.
Yeah. Are you good?
We're done.
Anything else you gotta say? We're done. Nothing else? Did I say the music was badass? Because the music was really fucking good in this movie.
The music was badass.
It's that one Warcraft theme was fucking awesome. Alright, I think that's all I'm gonna say.
Alright, go watch it, people.
Go watch it. You gotta watch it.